Hey guys, what's up? Welcome yet to another episode of Maisha Africa. It's your girl Shiko. As always, karibuni to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know what we always do at the beginning of the video. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the video. Later on, after watching this, kindly watch my previous videos so you can stay in tune to what I've been posting and stuff like that. And if you're my kawaida viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful. So today, guys, I'm at Prawns Lake, and I do apologize for the noise in the background. Today, it's me and nature. It's me and nature. I am looking forward to this episode, and as you can see down below, the topic is, do we self-sabotage ourselves? And so I look forward to talking to you guys about it. Remember, again, this is the continued series of my topic from the previous episode before, which was the dark before the dawn. And so I'm just talking about the dark times before now we get to the dawn, where for me I say is like your what do you call this your breakthrough in life, from the sad part to the happy part, basically. So thank you so much for tuning in. So sorry for the noise, guys, but I'm sure you understand. Niko nje. And yeah, karibuni as always. Hey guys, welcome back again. So as you can see, the topic for today is, do we self-sabotage ourselves? Do we? And we don't want to admit that we do. Are we the reason why some things happen to us and hatutaki kusema ni sisi? Sometimes we do things, or we're afraid of success, or we're afraid of happiness, and so you think like, oh, someone doesn't have it for me, or the intentions are not good for me, so you tend to use your emotions, or you just tend to let the negative thoughts get in the way, and then you don't see that something is meant for you, or you actually deserve. In some situations, for me, I would say, like, the reason why I think this topic is important, because before you get to the dawn, before you get to that light, before you get to have your breakthrough, like, you really have to dig into some things and figure out some things about yourself. And this was one of the things, because when you look back in your life, like, we tend to use our trauma as excuses for stuff, yeah? And not all the time it's excuses, but we tend to use those traumas often. And as you grow up, you realize, hey, okay, sawa, yes, this happened to me, but am I the result of that? No. How can I change it to be different? But sometimes, because we're so stuck in that, when you find love, like, for example, now me, I find Jay, and then he's such a loving person, he's so awesome, and then me, I'm not used to love, and this is just an example. Me, I'm not used to love, and so every time he does something good for me, or every time he's not around, like, or let me just say, every time he does good stuff for me, but when he doesn't, I go crazy. Or when he forgets something, I go crazy and be like, who are you with? Or who are you doing it for now? You don't want me anymore. You don't love me anymore. And we don't realize that doing those things pushes the next person far away from us. It could be your child, it could be your parent, it could be your spouse, it could be your friend. And so often than not, we also tend to blame the next person for our mistakes, and we tend to blame and not see, like, we tend to blame the next person, but we don't want to acknowledge the fault that we brought in to the situation. Because even if it's just an argument about like anything, you took my ball, I took your ball, or that's my ball, or that's not your ball, anything really, the argument is between two people, it can be between one, and it's either one person is right and one person is wrong, or the situation is just a agree to disagree situation. But sometimes when you've made the mistake, you really don't want to acknowledge it, and when you don't acknowledge, hata mtu anachoka and be like, hey, okay, me, this person, I don't want to be around them, I don't want to be associated with them, because they don't even acknowledge when they do a mistake. And we're all human, we all make mistakes. I continue. Have you subscribed to my channel? Okay, I always remind you, please kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it amongst your friends and your teenage siblings, and whoever, your children, whoever is watching. Kindly subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning into my show Africa Real Talk. Thank you guys, thank you. So as I was saying, even self-sabotage, by the way, even brings your self-esteem down, because that means you don't believe in yourself so much that you feel like you have to bring the vibe down. Does that make sense? Like, because if you we do, everyone self-sabotages at some point, but it takes a lot of guts to accept that we are the fuck up, that we mess up, and that sometimes, yeah, we make the situation harder for people. It's a bit tough to accept those kind of things, but once you do, ni sawa, because then again you realize that everyone does mess up, and what can we do to be better? What can we do to not push people away from our lives? No one sits down and says, oh, let me push these people away from my life. Let me not have my husband be around me. Let me have my children have a negative vibe, or my friends have a negative vibe towards me, or they're like, oh, Shiko is coming, oh gosh, Shiko is coming. No, so once we figure out that side of ourselves, it's tough, yeah, but then again, it's part of life. And I think those are the breakthroughs, those are the hurdles that we need to go through to get to that breakthrough and figure out, hey, kumbe, there's this other side of us that we can be, and we can be happy, and we can have everything good come to our lives because we deserve. Even in terms of our careers, it's important to realize where we do self-sabotage ourselves and what we need to do to be more confident in who we want to be. Because I also think if your self-esteem is high, then you won't easily self-sabotage, because you know who you are. So with that said, today I didn't really want to talk so much. I just wanted to share, and say this small part, because we do play a part in every aspect of our lives, and we do need to acknowledge the good and the bad. And sometimes we do mess up, and it's okay to tell your children you're sorry. It's okay to tell your friend sorry. It's okay to say, I was the fuck up and I can do better. And I hope you guys learned something from this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I'm Shiko, and I'm so grateful, guys, for you watching. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like and share. Like, subscribe, put those notification buttons on set, so you can always get tuned to my new videos. I'm also trying to be consistent as much as I can be, because y'all know I'm a mom of 4, and I have so many things that definitely I do in the background that I don't show, but bear with me. But thanks so much for always tuning in. See you again on the next episode of Mesha Africa. Later, guys, and have an awesome week.